Greetings. You're listening to Rebels Remembered, featuring Caitlin DeFord and Kelsey DeFord.
Greetings, travelers across the galaxy. I am Kelsey.
I am Caitlin.
And this is Rebels Remembered, and today we're talking about Season 4, Episode 7 of Star Wars Rebels, called Kindred. Kindred originally aired on November 6th, 2017. Synopsis from StarWars.com reads, "The Rebels trust native creatures to evade the Empire." This was written by Dave Filoni and Henry Gilroy, and directed by Sergio Paez. Some trivia for this episode: this is Rukh's first appearance. I don't think I'm saying his name right.
I think it's. I say Rukh, like Rukh, like a chess piece. But I feel like the way that the voice of Thrawn says it, he adds a little flair to it that I can't duplicate.
Yeah, I can't duplicate that. But this is his first appearance cinematically. He first appeared in Timothy Zahn's 1991 book, Heir to the Empire, which we've talked about because it also introduced Thrawn to the Star Wars. Was then Legends, not canon. Now is canon.
Yeah.
Considered canon. This is the debut of Governor Pryce in combat armor. Similar to General Greer from Empire Strikes Back. I'm not sure who General Greer is. I'm going to have to go back and look through that. But basically like the helmet, the field, I call it field outfits and not behind the desk. Like
yeah, that's true. I didn't even realize that, it's a different outfit.
Spiritual secrets are locked within Lothal are hinted at the abilities of the Loth Wolves. This builds upon Governor Tua's warning before her demise in Season 2 about there being bigger plans for Lothal. Something that Kanan also hints at again at the very end of this episode.
Oh yeah, there's something more to Lothal than just them being there to with the TIE Defender factory and all that, yeah.
Because, the episode even starts with Kanan and Hera talking about the connection why they keep being drawn back to Lothal. Mm-hmm. So we'll learn more about that later on. What overall, how would you rate this episode?
This episode is very much slower paced to me than the other previous ones. I think it's because it's almost like the last episode. There was a lot that happened, and at the same time, there was not a lot that happened. The pacing was a little bit slower, and for that, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, but I think I'm being generous. It's not one of my favorite ones of the season. What did you rate it?
I was going to rate it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But if I could bump it up to a 6, it would only be because we finally get Kanan and Hera kissing in this episode.
Finally,
after like 4 seasons of will they or won't they. And so I remember watching this for the first time. If I had like one of those confetti cannons, I would have sprayed confetti everywhere because I was so happy to see them kiss for the first time.
Yeah, and like the previous episode, or not the previous episode, the occupation, when they were in that little crevice or whatever, they get interrupted. And in this episode, they get interrupted. So you're like, are they ever going to get their kiss? And Hera just goes right in for it,
Yeah.
So, yeah, and also love how Sabine
nudges Zeb.
Nudges everyone at, like, points, like, they ship it to.
Yeah, they acknowledge the ship. And I think that connection is something that we see more of Kanan and Hera talking about throughout Season 4.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was the writers going, oh, they're kind of together, we need to talk about that more, or if it was just, probably a little bit of both, or if it was just like, there's bigger stakes, there's more to lose, we need to talk about, because I feel like Hera is very much default business rebellion.
Yeah.
If she even herself tells Kanan, I didn't really think about the after of.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was nice to see those moments and then the kiss in this episode. So I'm going to bump it up to a 6 just because of the kiss.
Yeah, the kiss is great.
But overall, I zoned out in particular with not the first time Rukh chases them, but the second time with the convoy and Pryce following them. I don't know why I was zoning out. Like, I don't know if I zoned out the first time we watched it, but when we did the rewatch, like, literally just a while ago, that I was, like, zoning out. And it doesn't make sense because there's a lot happening.
I was very, I think this is the second time I've seen it, maybe third time I've seen it. I had forgotten about Rook, honestly.
I didn't.
And then I remembered him, and I'm like, oh, he gets entered later. Like, when does he come into the episode? And then right when he enters, I'm like, oh, it's this episode where he first appears.
Yeah, I remembered him being creepy, which I think Ezra even calls him creepy.
Yeah. Also, the fact we have to give him props here. He's voiced by Warwick Davis.
That's true. Yeah.
Who I remember at Star Wars Celebration. He's hosted quite a lot of panels for for that event. And he was constantly asking Dave Filoni, even on Clone Wars, hey, when am I going to be in your show? When am I going to be in your show? And
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So he finally got his wish as the creepy Rook.
Well, he was also an Ewok in Return of the Jedi, correct? When he was a kid, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Didn't know that he was, like, campaigning for more Star Wars roles.
Yeah, he wanted to be in, like, voice a character in Star Wars animation, so.
That's pretty cool. I don't know what species Rook is, but he runs super fast.
Yeah, he almost is like, I mean, he moves like an animal, kind of like Zeb a little bit, but I don't know, it's just creepy.
I feel like he's more animal than Zeb.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess he's kind of got some human features, but more like an animal, like a tracker almost.
Yeah, because he sniffs too. Like when you first meet him, he's sniffing the air, and you're like, okay, this is new. And I love how Ezra immediately thinks, oh, I can connect with him. He tells John Kell, I got this. And he finds out, oh, wait, no, I don't have this.
But yeah, this episode's basically just them trying to get the flight recorder of the TIE Defender and the hyperdrive to Rebel Command. Well, I think Hera uses the hyperdrive to get the flight recorder to them. The rest of it is about them just trying to hide, and they run into the Loth Wolves, and it's all spiritual and stuff. Which I really liked, even though I don't really get the Loth Wolves, I'll be honest, about how they're able to do that. I assume the Force is the answer. But I really liked the animation of when their paws are between planes, and you see, like, looks like all, like, celestial and stuff. It looks really cool. And some of the music that plays there, too.
Hera, when she leaves with when she uses the hyperdrive or whatever, she goes through one of those, like, stations. That was really cool.
That was cool. I was like, how come we haven't seen that before? That was really, really cool. Because I guess they were wanting to try something different, because we've seen them take off into hyperspace multiple times.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I wonder if that ever happens in any other Star Wars media, where they go through the hyperdrive through one of the stations.
I don't know.
It was really cool. I like the way it was animated, too.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, seeing Thrawn, like, she got away, and he's like,
I think he knew she was going to get away, let's be honest, because he said the previous episode how great of a pilot she was, so he was probably like, she's probably going to get away.
Yeah.
Seeing a speeder chase was nice. We hadn't seen one of those in a while.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, we had one with, like, the convoy in Heroes of Mandalore, but, like, just speeder to speeder. That was pretty dope.
It was Jaquel and Ezra trying to evade Rook on the speeder. Yeah, that was really cool. I like the part where Ezra kind of blocks his, looks like he has a weapon, a staff of some kind, while he's riding on the speeder. That was really cool. I called it his Sabine trick when he threw up the detonator.
I thought of Sabine too. I'm like, yeah.
Like, he's learned from the Mandalorians
yeah.
about explosives.
Let's just blow these guys up. That's fine.
And the way that was animated too, of that guy, it looked very painful. That was a painful way to go, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully he just went. Didn't suffer
I'm
too
pretty
bad.
sure he just went. I think he just went out.
Yeah. Which I'm like, oh, that guy's probably not alive.
He's fine. Not.
He's sleeping. Once again, we get to see Thrawn and Pryce kind of butting heads again. And the whole thing was about even involving Rook. She's like, well, I don't need your help. Like, I don't need his help. And then Thrawn's response is, clearly you do, because they already attacked stole a TIE Defender, you know.
Yeah, and also there's, like, banter between, not banter, but, like, this whole episode, her and Rukh are like, will you let this person go? And he's like, will you let Zeb go? And she's like, will you let Bridger go? And I'm like, y'all. Y'all like the two coworkers that can't agree on anything and you blame each other when you don't get results. Instead of, like, doing your job. Like...
Yeah, definitely some bickering going on. And part of me wonders if that's just an assassin, an Imperial officer / now governor.
Oh, yeah, the dynamic's kind of different, yeah.
Yeah. However, her bombing the mountainside, that I thought that was pretty smart.
Yeah.
Rather than sending more troopers to go in after them on speed on land. That was pretty smart. Had they not been between planes, that might have been successful.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we watched this episode, and the way this episode ends, you know, Kanan and Ezra kind of talk about where the paths are coming together, and Kanan's like, I'm just not sure we're going to like where they lead. And he says something like, I know Hera made it. And the music, obviously, the music in this show is always amazing by Kevin Kiner.
Mm-hmm.
The music of this episode where she hands off the data recorder to Mon Mothma made me extremely nervous the first time I watched this. Because the music, it's hopeful, but it's also got this undertone of, like...
Uncertainty.
Uncertainty is the best word. I'm like, ugh. Because we know, you know, fans of Rebels, we know that Hera makes it past this point because, you know, I'm not sure how we knew that. Probably because she was featured in
the trailer is how I knew it.
Yeah.
The trailer for season 4 at Celebration, the first official trailer released for that season, it's narrated by Vanessa Marshall as Hera. Mm-hmm. And she's speaking in past tense.
Yeah.
And so I was very nervous there too. It's like, is she ever going to see them again?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Question too.
Okay, so our activity that I've come up with is called Echoes of the Force.
Ooh, fancy.
So these are descriptions, or echoes of the Force, and you have to guess what the echo describes. It's a character, a place, or an event in this episode.
Okay.
So they're kind of written in a philosophical kind of way. I think they're pretty easy, but I don't want to, I know what they are because I come up with them. So, yeah, it'd be easy for me, but... Alrighty. First one. This is pretty easy. Metal and spirit combine in a war veteran who learns the meaning of friendship.
Okay, is this Chopper?
This is Chopper, yeah.
That's a sweet little way to describe him. He's not that way all the time, but...
Yeah. Okay. Once a place of spark, now the Force whispers on the hazy wind.
Oh, it's Loth.
Yep, it's Loth.
Hey, I'm better at this than I thought I was.
Like I said, I think they're pretty easy. I came up with them pretty quickly. Alrighty. This predator in pursuit studies the brushstrokes of rebellion.
Ooh, that could be any Imperial... Predator? Wait, setting in Predator?
This predator in pursuit studies the brushstrokes of rebellion.
Is it Thrawn?
It is Thrawn. Yeah. Brushstrokes was the key word there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, 'cause he likes art. Yeah, yeah. Alrighty, this is an event in the episode.
Okay.
2 riders flee through a forest of stone. The hunter moves silent, his shadow crackling with lightning. A blade of light meets the storm.
Is this the speeder chase?
This is a speeder chase, but specifically which moment?
Is it the moment you liked where Ezra uses his lightsaber?
Yes, and defends from Rookh's attack, yes. Above the hunters awaits a single fighter. The warrior drops from heights like thunder.
Okay, this one's tricky. Is it a character?
It is a character, yeah.
Zeb?
Yeah, it's Zeb. It's when he's, by the way, holding on to that hyperdrive one-handed, and they're below him, and that's when he steals the transport.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Alrighty. This is a thing, or an object,
Okay.
created by steel and fear and no heart. 3 of its wings slice through the sky.
Oh, this is the TIE Defender.
Yes, it is. The TIE Defender. Okay.
These are very poetic, by the way. Good
Yeah.
job.
I tried. Amid the hum of engines and the weight of parting, a kiss holds what words could not.
This is Kanan and Hera before she leaves. Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, we'll get to it later, but like, say I love you, please, for all that is holy. Okay. A howl splits the night, and a name appears, forgotten by the man who bared it.
Oh, that went right to my heart. Okay, it's either the Loth Wolf or it's the moment where he speaks Kanan's name.
It is where he speaks Kanan's last name. Yep. Doom.
Yeah. What were your initial thoughts? Because obviously I'm a Kanan freak. What were your initial thoughts when you first saw this episode? Like, where he is very... he's become more stoic.
Yeah.
Especially in seasons 3 and 4. What were your thoughts on his connection to the wolf at the end here?
I think from the get-go, it confirms what we were kind of thinking in the last episode when it says the name Doom and Ezra doesn't know what that means. Like, I was thinking it was DOOM, which means we're screwed. And then you find out here it's DUME. Honestly, I didn't know. I was just very, like, unsure. Mm-hmm. Especially the scene where they won't move unless Kanan is looking at them. And Kanan's like, it's looking at me, I don't know why. Why it wants to, like, is so attached, I guess, in some way to Kanan. I didn't really know at the time. Yeah, it's hard for me to go back. What did you think was going on there?
To me, it was a big mystery as well. I knew that somehow Kanan is gonna do something. Whether or not that has a connection to the wolves, like, are the wolves gonna use him for something, or is he gonna use the wolves for something? Like, I was kind of going down that path, but also it was very weird anyway. With walking down a cave and a light appears and then you're somewhere else. Like, that kind of blew my mind anyway. So now I'm like, okay, I still don't understand the wolves. But in terms of Kanan, I was like, okay, his story is about to go, or his journey is about to go a direction. That's what I was
good or
thinking.
bad?
Good or bad or indifferent. Yeah. I was like, okay, your journey's either coming to an end or you're going to turn down another path or, yeah.
I think it was definitely uncertainty, if I could describe the episode. Because I thought the same way was, oh yeah, we get more Kanan development. But I don't know where that's going to go.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going.
I was like, oh, he's important to these wolves. How cute. Why?
Why, though? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?